Good morning, ladies, and welcome to the What If This or Moo Moo was not Momo, it's Moo Moo was in My Hero Academia. So, part if I have to say part 1 and 2 or movie, I would. So, in this What If series, Moo Moo is a custom character. And he has a big sister. Or no, let's say he has a sister, Esther, or a little sister. And yeah, so her parent or her mother, so their mother gave birth to them. Or they gave birth to her, and then to the little cow, or her second child was this, but it was way smaller. Size of a soda can. Look how small it is. So yeah. So he ends up getting abandoned. Like took him to a farm and dropped him off. And they didn't know that there was a pro hero. Yeah, her. She retired from, or not really retired, but she ends up, that's her second job. So, yeah. So she ends up taking this little calf in. And so, yeah, when he was only 4 years old, she noticed that this cow wasn't normal, or normal cow. So that's why she kept it inside. As she gave it some milk and, yeah. As he was grown, when he grew to, when he was just a little guy. Then at age 4, his powers, he basically was the same size as a 4-year-old. Yeah, like same thing as Aries. Aries, when he stand up on 2 legs. As that she is surprised about that, but she knew that they didn't want him because so she ends up naming him Moo Moo. Who? Yeah. So, yeah. That would be his first name. She didn't give him the last name. So, she taught him how to speak properly English. Like most of us need to learn our English. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, she taught him how to use his powers properly. And when she uses a quark doctor thermometer thing, or she has one, yeah, her father was, or no, her husband wasn't the doctor one, or actually she knew a guy. So one of her friends says this. You or Moo, you have a quirk. It allows you to basically shoot horns from your head, and but that's not super important. But what surprises me is you were born with something else. As she says, what else? Well, he was born with a super or legendary rarest genetics. And that side of a person. Inside of the genetics is a power called infinity. But he has infinity and zero. So he's basically he is more powerful than anyone. Good to know that I've ever seen before. And usually I've seen a lot of craziest stuff. But this one, okay? So, yeah. So he ends up, or Moo ends up, like helping around the farm. And most of the cows, basically all of the cows respect him because they know that he's a part of the herd. And he's a leader. Yeah. So, yeah. So now a time skip to about 15. Or actually 16. He's 16 and at his, or because his sister was like, I don't know what age she appeared in, but let me go check. I just looked it up and yes, she's 16 during the sports festival. But in this what if, she's 15. And I'm making her 15. So then, yeah. So she shows up. Of course, Moo was basically had a. So I'm skipping the internship thing, the ball throw, no, or actually when they first met, before school started, she wanted to like do that to him, to beat him up so bad that he couldn't even walk or get back up. So yeah, as Moo laughed at her like, "You're one silly girl, aren't you?" or being the Class B student and have fun. As he walks right past, because he knew, or he saw the sign of Class B, so he walks past Class B, and so yeah, as she's like, well, so then the I'm skipping the hero versus villains Camp Park or not Camp Park USJ arc the it goes different. The he says, well, as he's so like happy about it. As he says, never been into the big ball before, bouncy ball. As they're like giggling at him. As 13 says, it's called a USJ, or it's called a dome. Oh, sorry. And yeah, so they knew what he was referring to. So then the whole like villains, but Moo Moo, who knew that he saw or the Nomu was gonna punch into the his favorite teacher, as he basically ran down the mountain, where he told his classmates, "Do you have everything up here? Or under control?" Yeah. As he goes full sprint, as he transforms into a cow. Yeah, as he hits the Nomu with such force that even the entire upper body from the Nomu's ends up exploding, and the Nomu died. So yeah, as he turns, as he picks up Mr. Hizawa by the shirt, lifts him over his, like, onto his back, and runs, and as he picks up 13, threw her onto his back, as he says, "Move." As he knew that the doors were like indestructible, as he starts charging full bore, and hits and breaks the automatic doors, and he ends up, when he sets them down, he transforms, as he says, "Ouch. That's much better." As blood dripped from his face. Yeah. As he wipes his face off. Oh. Oh. As they were like, Ochako was like, what the heck? Huh? As he wipes his forehead off. As he goes and like he grabs, or he actually ran back before her as Shiraki-sen was almost gonna like walk over to touch Frog Girl, but he ends up getting punched in the side, or like got hit by a bull. Yeah, sends him flying right out of the. Hits him. Yeah. You know how like those anime characters where they just like when they get hit real hard that their eyes roll back over their heads with blood coming out of their nose? Yeah. That's what happened to Shiraki-sen. As blood came off of his face. As the that's what happens to Shiraki-sen. As and the where is it? Where is he? Where is he? The one right next to Shiraki-sen, Kirigiri, was like so. Everyone was so surprised as he says that on my back, the all three of you were leaving. As everyone, all the classmates, his classmates, got onto his back, and they all like ran and 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 as he makes sure that they got off before they, yeah. So they all went out, as he's on guard duty, so he's keeping them safe. So as he tells human Pikachu, do you have any communications right now? As yeah, as they where is it? Hey, sorry. So yeah, he tells Dinky that you have your like phone on you, that call it in. I'll hold them off until they get here, okay? Yeah. As Denki calls Nezu and told him about the situation, as Nezu tells the pro heroes, including All Might, they came in as the high-end villains. They all like try to come out to attack as he's fending off all of them. Like he's trying to, like, he's using his full momentum, like his monster form. He's slamming all of those high-end those high-end villains to the push them back. As he made sure that his friends were not dead. As he's trying to hold them all off at once. Yeah. So as he's trying to hold them off from as All Might walks up and puts his hand on the as the yeah, Minotaur was bigger than him, so yeah, puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "Just rest easy. He the lets us take care of it." Okay. As he tires himself out, as he needs a nap. So he sleeps outside. As like Snape says, "Man, he really lessened loosened up the villains for us." Yes. Huh. As all of the pro heroes that came, the pro heroes won, thanks to Moo Moo. Yeah. His as he was in the hospital to make sure there's no any extra wounds, but there's only the forehead one, so they wrapped they healed his bloody forehead, like he was like, heck yeah. As everyone and he doesn't know that he's getting praised by them, that it's not sacrifice him to the end, but he's just like, and only one person, surprisingly, that got injured was from, or actually not, no one got seriously injured, just one person. Moo Moo, who you all are just fine. Yeah. And 13. Yeah. So 13 and Moo Moo got, yeah. And yeah. So he ends up winning. Of course, then now the sports festival, and she ends up battling against her own brother that she doesn't even know. And she starts off with a melee attacks, like right off the bat. As Moo Moo, who charges up, as he says, "That's cool moves. Here, let me try." As his own horns does the same thing. But this time, he made his horns do like copy into two different ones. Yeah, so he controls his horns and it's way better. Like his horns turned into a giant hand, picked her up, and put her out of the ring. That's how much control of his horns. Because has the same quirk as his sister and his mother. So yeah. So he does the same thing, but instead of pointing the two fingers, he puts, or when he thinks about it, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So yeah, he basically went against his own sister. As when she saw something inside of Moo Moo, oh, as she remembers that the guy or that kid, or she could sense her abandoned son's aura, as she calls the who did she call? Waffles. Wait, what? Sorry. So she calls her, and yeah, she tells her that, "Do you remember that kid that was, yeah, the one that you gave me, the you abandoned, and I took care of? Yeah, he's he's turned into a young man, and his name that I gave him was Moo Moo." Oh, okay. Why? Well, I felt his aura. He, I knew him, and so yeah. So he ends up, or before he even walks out of the, or after walks out. Sorry about that. There's something suspicious going on in the house. So yeah. So they ended up um doing something crazy as he was walking and out of the bathroom, and he ran into an Endeavor, and yeah. Are you enjoying the show? As Endeavor was being rude, as he says, "Huh, an Endeavor. This is just a question for you. Are you enjoying the show? Yeah. Or he's ignoring him. So he's like, how rude. Of course, then the second person that he ran into, or not like ran over, but ran not into, but ran, walked right past, was her. Yeah. She says this. She actually says, Moo Moo? No? Is you, right? Yes, I am. Of course, he doesn't even know his own real biological mom, so he's basically tells her, what do you want? Well, I wanted to say I want you back in this family. Because you know that the more things than I do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And as he's just trying to think, I don't have many memories of you. Oh. Yeah, because after you were born, I thought you were a small cow, but turns out I was just pulling shaders over my own eyes. I kind of jumped the gun when. Okay? So, yeah. He basically does. So she says that to him. And, yeah. So, he walks away. And you know what his next opponent is? Is actually against Todoroki. Yeah. Or actually against Bakugo. So, because I feel like it. As, where is it? I know that I'm on the screen, but I may look for it. Sorry I couldn't find it, but I did notice that when of course Bakugo against Moo Moo. No, the Moo Moo was like, huh, as he cracks his neck. Ready? As Bakugo says, heck yeah, are you? As he goes, and yeah, he activated his full power. You know the difference between us? I'm the powers of a cow. I can turn into one. But there's one thing. As clone jutsu thing. of course, he clones himself. Oh, like the after image. And, or like, yeah, literally cloned himself. As they start pummeling Bakugo, and the one big punch sent Bakugo out of the ring. Even out of the stadium, even. Yeah. As he sent him flying. So now it was between Todoroki, or I'm skipping the Todoroki versus Zuko. Todoroki wins that round, and now it's between them. So yeah. So Zuko, or no, so Moo versus Todoroki. And when Todoroki uses his ice right off the bat, he they thought he was frozen in ice. As he's like, it's too easy for him. As everyone thought he was like frozen in place, but he ran, or no, he actually teleported right behind him. As Todoroki's like, God, I think I won that round. As the voice behind him says, I think you got him. I think you got him. As he turned around, everyone saw like how fast Moo Tsunotori. Yeah. So he ends up winning by sending Todoroki out of the ring when he was close, punched him in the, yeah, sending him flying out of the ring. As Todoroki, out of all of the people, should know, don't underestimate somebody that has that looks like a cow. It looks like a cow. Yeah. So, internship, you know what he goes for? Of course, his mother decided to choose him. As his mother went and like on nudity, so yeah, he basically ran so fast as Zuko. So Moo ends up facing against Hero Killer Stain and yeah, I'm gonna leave it off because I had to do something.